Have you ever opened your banking app, looked at the number on the screen, and felt that quiet sting of disappointment? Maybe you've compared your balance to someone posting about crypto gains, rental properties, or a new kitchen renovation and thought, how are they so far ahead and why am I not? That single thought can make even a responsible person feel broke. But here's something most people never say out loud. Your bank account is only one tiny snapshot of your financial life. It does not measure your habits, it does not measure your discipline, and it certainly does not measure your future. The truth is, you can look average on paper and still be building extraordinary wealth beneath the surface. In this video, we'll walk through 5 signs you're richer than you think, even if your bank account says otherwise. And make sure you stay until the 5th sign, because that one quietly determines whether you'll struggle for decades or eventually reach real freedom. If you don't recognize yourself in all 5, don't worry. By the end, you'll have a simple roadmap to start building true wealth starting today. The first sign is that you have control over your spending, even if your income isn't massive. Control is wealth, not income. There are people earning 6 figures who feel constantly stressed because they spend $105,000 a year. And there are people earning far less who sleep peacefully because they spend less than they earn and know exactly where their money goes. If you track your expenses, even loosely, if you check your subscriptions, hesitate before impulse purchases, and pause to ask, do I really need this? You are already ahead of millions. Most households operate on financial autopilot. According to multiple consumer surveys, a large percentage of adults couldn't tell you how much they spent last month on dining, subscriptions, or small online purchases. Money slips through unnoticed, like water through cracked pavement. But you notice, and awareness is the first form of wealth. Because when you control spending, you widen the gap between what you earn and what you keep. That gap is the quiet engine of financial power. You don't need to earn more to get richer. You need to leak less. The second sign is that you avoid high-interest debt or you're actively eliminating it. High-interest debt is like carrying a backpack full of bricks up a hill. You can still climb, but every step is heavier than it needs to be. If you've paid off credit cards, avoided lifestyle loans, or made consistent payments to reduce balances, you've already increased your wealth, whether your bank balance shows it or not. Every dollar of 20% interest you avoid is a guaranteed return. That's better than almost any investment. Millions of people normalize debt. They finance furniture, they finance vacations, they finance cars they cannot afford. And for years, their income flows not toward their future, but toward yesterday's spending. If you resist that cycle, you are building invisible wealth. You are reclaiming future income. You are buying breathing room. Even if you're still in the process of paying debt down, that discipline signals something powerful. You are choosing long-term stability over short-term status. And that choice compounds. The third sign is that you've built skills and habits that increase your earning power. This is the one most people overlook. Your current paycheck is temporary. Your skills are not. If you read about money, listen to finance podcasts, learn about investing, negotiate your salary, improve your job performance, or build side skills even slowly, you are richer than your current bank balance suggests. Human capital is wealth. A person with $5,000 in savings and a strong skill set that can double their income in 5 years is in a far stronger position than someone with $20,000 saved but no growth path. You may not see it yet, but each book you finish, each certification you earn, each conversation you initiate about raises or promotions increases your financial ceiling. Think of it like planting trees. For a long time, the ground looks empty, but beneath the soil, roots are spreading. One day, the growth becomes visible. If your income today is higher than it was 3 or 5 years ago because you invested in yourself, that upward slope is wealth in motion. Bank balances fluctuate. Capability compounds. The fourth sign is that you have financial resilience, even if it's modest. Maybe you don't have a year of expenses saved. Maybe you don't even have 6 months yet. But if you can handle a flat tire, a minor medical bill, or a short income interruption without panic, that is wealth. According to national surveys, a significant portion of adults would struggle to to cover a $1,000 emergency without borrowing. When something unexpected happens, stress floods in immediately. But if you have even a small emergency fund, a few $1,000s tucked away, you own something priceless. Time. Time to think. Time to compare options. Time to avoid desperation. Financial resilience is not about being invincible. It's about not collapsing at the first shock. That small cushion is the foundation of every future milestone. It's the difference between reacting emotionally and responding strategically. A modest safety net may not look impressive on social media, but it is one of the clearest signals that you are quietly building wealth. The fifth sign is that your life costs less than your dreams. This one changes everything. If your desired lifestyle is modest, if you don't need luxury cars, oversized homes, or constant upgrades to feel fulfilled, you are far richer than someone chasing status at any income level. Wealth is not about how much you make, it's about how much you need. If you can be content living on $40,000 a year, you need far less saved to reach financial independence than someone who insists on spending $120,000 annually. The classic financial independence principle suggests that if you accumulate roughly 25 times your annual expenses, disciplined investing can allow work to become optional. The lower your expenses, the closer that number moves. If your happiness does not require constant consumption, you shorten your timeline dramatically. You may look average today, but if your expenses are controlled and your expectations are grounded, your crossover point, the moment when your investments can support your life, arrives much sooner than you think. Freedom favors the content. Now, these 5 signs share a theme. True wealth is structural. It's built in habits, discipline, resilience, and expectations, not in flashy balances. But even strong builders need to watch for cracks. So here are 3 quiet warning signs that can slow your progress. First, if you've stopped reviewing your finances entirely because it feels boring or stressful, set a simple monthly check-in. Pair it with something enjoyable. Order coffee, sit somewhere quiet, and review your numbers calmly. Consistency matters more than excitement. Second, if lifestyle inflation is eating every raise, pause immediately. When income rises but savings stay flat, progress stalls. Commit to saving at least half of your next raise before you ever see it in your checking account. Third, if comparison drives your decisions, bigger house because a friend upgraded, new car because co-workers did step back, status spending is a treadmill. You run harder, but you don't move forward. Catching these patterns early prevents small leaks from turning into major setbacks. So where does this leave you right now? If you control your spending, if you avoid or eliminate high interest debt, if you invest in your skills, if you maintain financial resilience, if your lifestyle costs less than your dreams, you are richer than you think. Maybe your bank account doesn't scream wealth, but wealth rarely shouts. It builds quietly in the background, strengthening your position month after month. Keep going. Increase your savings rate by just 1% this quarter. Automate a small weekly investment, even $10 matters. Track your net worth twice a year and look for the upward trend, not perfection. Invest in one new skill this year that can raise your income ceiling. Small actions feel insignificant in the moment, but over time, they multiply. 1 year from now, your emergency fund could double. 5 years from now, your investments might be generating meaningful returns. 10 years from now, you may wake up in a paid-off home with options instead of obligations. And you'll realize something powerful. While others were chasing appearances, you were building foundations. Remember this: wealth is not a number. It's stability. It's options. It's the ability to handle life without panic. It's choosing work you enjoy instead of work you endure. If this perspective shifted how you see your own progress, share this video with someone who constantly feels behind. Subscribe for more simple, practical money principles. And tap like if you believe wealth should be built quietly. Until next time, stay disciplined, stay patient, and keep building beneath the surface. Your bank account may not tell the full story yet, but your habits already are, and the best chapters are still ahead.